TreeCare's team of professional arborists grew up in Auroville's forests. They provide tree care services and training and strive to create a vibrant arboriculture industry in India.
Growing up in Auroville has given me the courage and possibility to think outside the box and to kind of follow your dreams. With reforestation being one of the most important parts of developing our city from a barren plateau into a forest. This was always ingrained in me, and we grew up, playing in the trees and always climbing. Without trees, we will struggle to have life. I think it's really a fundamental building block of our entire ecosystem. The more I learn about trees, the more fascinated I am by them. I'm just blown away at the complexity yet simplicity of these amazing beings. For me, it's not even, we can't even think about it as a benefit to humanity. I think it's a necessity. The vision was taking care of the trees in Auroville. To try and maintain the trees that we have planted over all these years, that have flourished and grown, and oftentimes the trees have been planted a bit too close to the buildings, and so pruning is necessary. Of course, also in public spaces, on the roads, the trees need to be maintained to make sure that there's no health and safety risks as well. So that's also a big part of our job, to inspect trees for their health and make sure that there are no hazards. Initially, we wanted to just spread arboriculture across India. So we wanted to offer our services, which we realized nobody else is doing. We're the only arborists in the country. And so we said, okay, there's clearly a big market gap that we could fill. About a year later, we realized that nobody knows of our existence. Nobody knows that this is actually a profession. So nobody's looking for us. So we realized, okay, actually education and spreading awareness about what we're doing has to become our focus. In 2016, we started the Tree Care Climbing School. And we started offering hands-on courses on safe work practices. So how to do the work that we do in a safe manner. Because of course, there's other people that climb and cut branches and do some of the work that we do, but without the background knowledge, there is a general lack of focus on doing things in a safe way. So that's when we said, okay, let's focus on training. Let's focus on getting the people that are doing this work up to our standard. We offer an apprenticeship program, and we started to go more in social media, constantly with the emphasis on education, on teaching people. And that actually took off quite well, especially in the international arboriculture industry as a whole. We started getting some equipment donated to us. People clearly value the effort that we're putting into building this industry. We're looking to partner with other people that are interested in doing this but are not in our locality. We realized the type of business we're in, it's very difficult to upscale because it takes a long time to train somebody to be a real arborist. So even if the demand explodes, we're unable to supply it. So that's when we started to think, okay, we need to work together with other companies, be it landscapers or other people, where we are able to provide the technical education and knowledge about proper tree biology, about proper techniques, and then of course the whole safety and equipment aspect as well, while they would be able to supply labor. Because we do travel across India and have clients, pretty much everywhere in India, but usually the cost of us traveling there, bringing all the gear, is a real big inhibitor. We're looking to work with people that have the same mindset that we have, the belief that trees are important, that investing into our environment is important. But that's our latest kind of idea of how to expand and really bring arboriculture into India. The more we travel, the more we meet local people that are doing our profession, and a lot of them are very impressed with the way we are doing it and would like to adopt it, but don't feel like they can financially make that happen. So we're definitely looking for sponsors or people that are willing to fund that gap, because once we have given them the training and once they've managed to get some gear, then of course their earning potential increases as well. We're exploring the idea of going also beyond India. So there is a shortage globally of arborists, and outside of India it pays very well. In India, a lot of people study to become a doctor or an engineer or go into IT because they think that this will give them the opportunity to go work in the US or Australia or abroad. I want to also showcase that this is possible with our profession. We've also been talking about making the first tree care competition in India, because we think that this could inspire people. This could really kind of kickstart what we believe could be like a wave of like a movement. Because this movement is happening in India. We realize that people are fighting for the trees. They're stopping highways from being built because that would mean that we have to cut down trees. So the awareness is starting to happen. Now it's time for us to give them the knowledge and technical abilities to also not only stop people from cutting the trees, which is important of course, but understanding what a tree needs. How do you inspect a tree and say, is it healthy or not healthy? Or if it is unhealthy, what can we do about it? So I think, really being able to provide this education and knowledge to as many people as possible.